In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1,200 meters.
Everything in the ocean has a story to tell. It's huge, it's dark, it's cold. How do you access this space? Simply by having a presence, you see things that no one has ever seen before. You discover animals that are completely new to science, or a phenomenon that no one knew was occurring.
You periodically come across something that is so magnificent that you didn't expect to see, and it's just breathtaking.
Tomorrow the winds will blow, they'll pump nutrients to the surface, and everything about the system will change. Where things are, who's there, how fast they're growing.
We're in a position to be able to share our discoveries and our love of the ocean in ways that were never possible before.
There are no departments of chemistry or biology or engineering for that matter. We are all mixed together, and that's very unique.
Each side can inspire the other to ask challenging questions and come up with innovative answers.
A scientist will know what they're looking for, but the engineer can illustrate the possibilities beyond what the scientist first imagined.
And that's the trick, is understanding those differences in language and how we put them together in order to realize the kind of device that we're trying to build. We marry that science and engineering partnership with our marine operations personnel. And the only way to make all that work is to have a group of dedicated professionals to operate the vessels, to operate the equipment, to recover it. It's really that three-legged stool, science, engineering, operations, that allow us to do the things that we do and work as a team. Oceanography is a contact sport. We have to not only immerse ourselves in that realm, but we also have to acquire material. We have to manipulate that material.
MBARI's here in Moss Landing because of the access to deep water that we can get to so quickly.
If we were to drain Monterey Bay, you would see a canyon equivalent size to the Grand Canyon.
So we get these deep, cold, nutrient-rich waters fertilizing the upper ocean. It gives us an incredible opportunity to understand that connection of the deep sea to our coastlines where most of our fisheries come from.
One of MBARI's guiding principles is to make our measurements in the natural habitat rather than hauling the animals out and studying them in our world.
It's important that discoveries we make have an impact and tackle problems like climate change, like ocean acidification, and exporting that knowledge, making it available to the whole world. One of the really unique things about MBARI is our partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium. We have the opportunity to bring fundamental science and technology and marry that with their amazing global reach that communicates important issues about the ocean to the public, to policymakers. We really want to be transformational as opposed to just incremental in the work we do.
Oceanography is in the middle of a robot revolution with platforms that can take us to places we couldn't be, at times we couldn't be there. It's really a fundamental shift in how we think about things.
We have new ways of assessing fisheries, better ways of managing precious resources. We're sitting on this mountain of highly curated information here that was being mined to extract quantitative information like who's there, how many, how do they relate to changes in the environment and so forth.
And that gives us an incredible ability to think about these things at a grand scale and to make those connections that are really challenging, but that's what we need to do.
Just by studying anything in the ocean, you are studying climate change.
The ocean is absorbing a tremendous amount of carbon dioxide and absorbing a lot of the heat that's being produced. And the question is, what does that mean for the ocean? What does it mean for the life that depends on the ocean, and what are the consequences in the future?
How changes at one step have implications through the entire ocean food web and atoms to ecosystems, and all the way up to humans on Earth.
I don't know anywhere in the world where you have this confluence of the place of Monterey Bay, the opportunity of science engineering partnership, and the charge to do something that's high risk, long duration, unknown outcomes, and at the end of that, the expectation that you will just share it with everyone. You will essentially give it away.
Every time we answer a question, we have 20 new ones. Often we think we know what's happening, and then the biology surprises us.
It's really amazing how much MBARI has been able to be the ambassador for the open ocean and the deep sea.
That's why MBARI is here. We're supposed to do things that might not be possible by any other approach. I don't imagine there's another place quite like it.